Year. We have submitted this new personal structure at the Department of Finance a month ago. So that is how important this is, and then we continue to contract services of such very important function. Thank you.
Do you have any questions for us? Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can I answer that? It's not been renewed because it hasn't been signed by the commissioner yet. Some members of the media asked kasi for the current status of it. But they will be renewed. Yes. Another point I want to raise is that with the advent of the new CMTA law, sila Sir Ken have been helping us with information dissemination din. You know, for the past few weeks, the Balikbayan box has been giving us a hassle. So sila Sir Ken, and I think you will all be excited to know that they will be starring in our new infographic series. Any more questions?
Like our Commissioner was explained that before, how come hindi sila employ under a sports development program office, but you're saying na bago lang
Yes po, ma'am. The only office we have with regards to personal development is the internal training division. What this division does is merely organize seminars po. But for physical fitness, sports development, wala po silang mandate. So ngayon na po. Yes.
Well, actually, their department is under contract of service, para silang contractual. So, hindi sila pa-perform ng mga functions ng organic personnel. No? So, parang ano lang sila, support, no? Support staff sila. So, they can do things like data gathering, mga ganun. But yung things that require discretion, no? Like things being performed by organic personnel, hindi ko sila nakaperform.
Another example would be these three, si Menchi Tobiera, si Parley Tupaz, it's in your list. They're actually performing functions here at the Office of the Commissioner as receiving officers. So they receive documents, compile them, scan them, yung mga ministerial functions lang. As, which one? The one I mentioned? Si Sir Kenneth po, yung contract rate niya ngayon is 45,000? Less tax, so it'll go down to around 38,000, 39. Yun na po yung pinakamahal. Yung pinakamura po may 20,000, or pinakamura is 20,000 pinakamura. Less tax pa, so it'll go down to mga 17,000 or 18,000.
During the competition, yes, organic yung majority. But the role of your team is we can include in the team an import of ex-PBA players na at least 5 years na inactive in professional basketball. So That's just as far as including them in the team. That's why during the UNTV Cup, the Armed Forces is part of it also. They have ex-imports, the Coast Guard, the police, and so many other government agencies participated in that UNTV Cup where we participated. So the rule applies to all of us. So they all employed they all contracted services of some Ex-PBA in that aspect. But that is not just the role of these icons in the BOC. It's the biggest role that they're really doing is to really bridge that gap between the BOC and the Filipino people. It is really, they're really underpaid as far as I'm concerned because we cannot get a more effective communicator that we can pay that small, 50,000 a month. That's very small as far as their effectiveness in bridging the gap between the BOC and the Filipino people. So, in my personal view, Sir Kenneth, Sir Marlo Aquino are really underpaid because they have other tasks to perform. They are multitasked in the Bureau.
Yes po, ma'am. Actually now, most of them have resigned. Eliza Valdez has resigned. 3 months na po si Eliza. Other than those three, yung sila, Sir Kenneth, si Sir Marlo Aquino, si EJ File, si Sir Jerome, they will have their contracts renewed. Because as I mentioned to you earlier, not all of these are basketball players, ha? They're already assigned to different offices. So, as far as the Ex-PBA players are concerned, we will be renewing them.
How about the others now? Like the one performing as daytime holder in the
We have to check. We have to check because all of these job orders are being recommended or endorsed to the Office of the Commissioner through their deputy commissioners. So as of now, I don't know the status of their contracts.
Some of them, or most of them are already employees of the Bureau. Contractual, yes, they have a contractual service with the Bureau when we arrive at the Bureau. So they were selected to be part of the team because there's a rule in the game of UNTV. You must be at least 32 years old and have served the Bureau for 2 years. Yun yung rule. So most of this organic the contractual service ay dati na po silang contractual ng BOC. Dahil hindi sila pwedeng i-hire mo tapos kasama sila sa team. That is what I am doing. That's why I need to see the performances of their job. Let's say, ito, nasulog na natin sila EJ File. Definitely, they'll no longer be effective agents. But prior to na na-expose sila, they have very seriously tried to learn the job of an intelligence agent. Nagsiseminar na po sila. Because they really want, some of them really want to be part of the Bureau already. That's why they already started to learn the nitty-gritties of the jobs they want to join in the Bureau. So nagtitraining na po sila. But now they can never be effective. They're so effective before because nobody from among you expects them to be part of that organization. And that is the most effective way of hiring people in the intelligence. When this person is hindi ka panipaniwalang nasa intelligence yan.
Anong klase ng requirements hinihingi sa kanila? Kailangan ba pumasa ng certain tests?
Ako kasi when I choose an agent to gather information, I want an agent that nobody believes you are an agent. That's the best qualification. Now, simple information that they gather, when it is processed, it may produce a very vital information that will help the people. So yun yung kagandahan nila. because they can merge sa kaumbayan. Marami silang kaibigan, marami silang naririnig. They can transcend from one audience to another audience, and they can get feedbacks because they know they are with the bureau, they are playing basketball with the bureau, so people will volunteer informations to them, so that they are very effective agents at that time before they were exposed. Now they can no longer be effective. Nobody's going to volunteer information to them anymore because an agent will not go there and, James Bond. There's no such thing. Yeah, it's an innocent gathering information. That's really an effective agent.
So you're saying, sir, that they will not be effective to perform intelligence work, but if you're going to hire them, for what position?
I still have to evaluate what job they will fit in, aside from these several other tasks that they are performing right now. But even then, even by just developing the physical fitness program of the Bureau, which has never been there before, and it's very necessary because we are law enforcers, we need to be very physically fit. That will be enough. That will be enough. And they're not employees, they're contract of service. Once we have established physical fitness program, then their services may no longer be needed by the Bureau. Then there will be no need for their services to be rehired.
Let me hear from Mr. How is it to do with the BOC?
Yes, magandang hapon po sa lahat. I'm proud to say that sa kadami-dami po ng mga ex-PBA players, nagtiwala po ang Bureau of Customs sa amin for being ambassador for goodwill. So, may mga task po kami na masayang ginagawa namin because yung mga taong nakahalubilo namin for the first time nakita kami in person. And before, parang sinasabi na sa TV lang kami nakikita. So, pag mga ganun mga task namin, parang ni-enjoy na namin na yung mga tao pa lang to gusto-gusto kami makita at makausap in person. So, marami yung mga activities na ginagawa. Like, pupunta po kami ng Cebu, Davao, to conduct, again, community services and basketball games na sa mga less fortunate children. Well, yung binabanggit nga kanina nito, dahil first time ko ulit na magkaroon ng mga physical fitness dito sa Bureau. And nakikita nila na parang yung mga employees nagkakaroon ng camaraderie and unity dahil nandito po kami. Parang nakikita nila na yung mga players na to ay isa sa factor or isa sa way na magkaroon ulit ng makinang samahan dito sa Bureau. Nasa office kasi kami ni Commissioner. So, yung task po namin na ginagawa, lalo na ako, basically nakafocus po dun sa, sa community services, community works. Thank you.
And if may I add, sir, ma'am, actually, sina Coach Kenneth, sila po yung nag-assist sa atin before na mag-conduct ng mga community relations like sa mga fun run. They are the ones who are teaching us on how, kung paano po natin makukuha yung mga suporta ng mga taong bayan para po supportahan yung transformation na programa po ng Bureau of Customs.
We will release to you compilations of interviews these icons in the sports have proclaimed. Because in the past, when we participated in the UNTP Cup, whenever we won, Kenneth or the other PBA players were interviewed, and you can always hear them say, "We are here to support the reforms in the Bureau." They always mention that. From the very start, they joined the Bureau because that's really one of their main mission is to encourage the people to support the reforms we are putting in place here. and their salary is so small compared to the impact they are delivering to the people. That's why I would like everyone to please think these people are being paid 50,000 pesos a month for this humongous multitask they're doing for our country. So I will continue to employ them because I actually beg them, please help me because we need you. We cannot reform the Bureau without the people's support. So I will continue to beg them to stay and help in the reforms of the Bureau.
Was the finance secretary supported of this project?
Yes, I informed him that we are participating in these sporting events. But again, the rest of the players are not PBA. I think they're just 4. And those are already employed here. They are police of the BOC. They are performing other jobs in the different ports. So the ex-PBA players are just 4. And then these are the face of the transformation we are doing. They really help so much in bridging this gap between the Bureau and the Filipino people.
Sir, alam niyo ba, you were hired para na tulungan kayo pagkantayin yung imahe. Kasi ngayon, parang medyo nalalagyan na namin siya sa paglabas nga ng dokumento. Anong reaction niyo? Medyo kasi sa social media, medyo hindi naman maganda yung dating sa mga kapatid.
I think that's normal when hindi pa nila nakita yung importance. Now that we have spoken to you and when the people will understand why they are here, I think they'll understand why they need to stay. Because again, ulitin ko, can you imagine a full-blooded customs official trying to reach out to the people? Will you even stop and try to listen to that employee for just a second? I don't believe any one of us will even stop and listen. But then, talking about Bureau of Customs, I am sure there are millions of supporters when they were still active in the sports. We'll give them at least few seconds to listen to them. And that is what we are so helpless. We need our help. We need their help to do that. So again, this is a group of effective communicators to bridge this gap between the Bureau of Customs and the Filipino people. That is one of their biggest tasks. But it's not written in their function, but it's part of the other tasks that they will perform. And if you can see, they're so seen. So this is not something that we are hiding. In fact, we display them all over the country. So I do not see why some sectors are trying to put some malice in this very, very necessary program for the Bureau.
Siguro yung time na rin klaro, i-create na siguro sa Manila. I-declare na, i-have ng posto. Baka naman kami, pwede rin mag-apply. Pero di ba, may mas, may hindi niya takay plano.
Yes. They are not employee. I have to correct that. There's no employer-employee relationship. They are contract of service people. Now, sa ating mga kababayan, we have unfilled positions. These are plantilla. These are now regular employees. 3,000 po to. So again, I'm calling those who are interested to join the Bureau as part of those who will be helping us to reform this Bureau. By October 1, or first week of October, the first class of the Customs Academy will resume. 150 students will be selected to join that class 1 of the Customs Academy. So, if you are college graduate with civil service eligibility or PRC license, you are qualified. So please apply. We have the details of how to apply in our website and Facebook. So we encourage everyone so that the pool of applicants will be bigger. Thank you very much. The UNTV Cup, the center of this discussion. Yes, ma'am.
Your other issues just like to ask about this. You're being challenged to expose the names of the government officials who are trying to influence the promotion board.
No, I really don't want to talk about it because during the congressional meeting I said, if you give me executive meeting, I will name the name, but they did not give executive meeting. So I do not want to public embarrass people.